Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Loose Lug Nut Scoops Ice Cream Shop Xfinity Series, Round 17. This is Chase Race number 4 at Homestead. Of course, I am Joshua Medlock alongside Ronald Klein here for the Loose pre-race show. Ronald, we've got a lot of drivers. They're starting to show up very close in points, coming into tonight. It could be a potential battle up toward the front.
Indeed, be pretty interesting to see how many more guys do show up in the room, and be interesting to see how many spoilers really play part in this whole thing. Like you said, you have some really close battles. We got a driver we'll bring into the booth now, and see if we can get a quick word with him. That's Judd Danielson driving the number 85 Abruzzi Raceway USA car. Judd, you got a copy on us?
What's going on?
Well, you're not completely out of it. We go into this final race, the round of 8. You got quite a bit of points to make up, unless we get a surge of cars here late. Points wise, don't look like you're going to be able to make it, even if you were to go off and win the race. So, kind of disappointing from that aspect. That you're not gonna have enough cars to do that. Do you think you had the car or the capability of making up that many points tonight?
No, I'm here for moral support. That's why I'm here. I knew better going into tonight that this was going to be a tough one because, as we know, when chases kick in, we do lose drivers here and there. So, no, I'm just here to have a fun Saturday night at Loose Lug Nuts. That's what I'm here to do.
Well, excellent. Want to congratulate you on making the round of 8. That's quite an accomplishment with the drivers that are now in Loose Lug Nuts. Hope to see you coming back next season and doing it again, and hopefully getting a shot at that championship for.
Yeah, the talent has definitely grown this year. We've seen a lot of drivers, come into their own and show that they deserve this. This is a fun league to really, hone your skills and make your craft better because there's a lot of challenges out here. There's a lot of drivers that will not give you that room, and you have to earn that respect. So it's one of the reasons that I've stuck around Loose Lug Nuts so long is because if you get to know a driver, then you can race around that driver. But at the same time, that driver is not your friend when you're on the racetrack. So you have to respect that relationship, do your job, go get the best finish you can for your team, and then move on to the next race. And yeah, making it into the 8, that was squeaking it in, Ronald. You know that. So yeah, am I proud? Sure. I'm here to support Jeremy and his sponsorship for this Xfinity series this year. So just looking forward to some fun tonight.
Copy that. Being that this may be the last chance that I get to interview you personally this year. Um, I want to give you a huge thanks for what you've done for Loose Lug Nuts, your involvement with Abruzzi, and the sponsorships and whatnot that you do for Loose Lug Nuts. And I wanted to give you an opportunity to go ahead and thank anybody behind the scenes or teammates or anybody that you want. The microphone's yours.
Sure. Thanks. Well, first of all, I want to thank God. And I want to thank my wife. And I want to thank my daughter. Because without those two, Abruzzi wouldn't be doing what it's doing. I'm out here. I have a voice. You see my face. You see my cars and stuff. But those girls are what you see on the social world and the shipping side of it. So without those two, nobody would be receiving the things that they bought from us. The great stuff that we sell at AbruzziUSA.com is uh, I couldn't be happier with the company and what we're doing. Loose Lug Nuts, John Hendrick for supporting me, letting me get on board and share this with you guys. And the idea behind what the big part of Loose Lug Nuts moving forward is, I'm excited about it. I guess I could say it like that. That I've already told John that I was going to recommit for next year, so I'm going to keep a Bruzy around in everybody's face as long as I can.
I'll copy that. You did say it once. Where can we find what it is a Bruzy is? Number one, and then number two, what is it that a Bruzy? I guess it's kind of the same question. So, where can I find it, and what is it?
Bruzy Racewear is the apparel, okay? That's your gloves, your boots, your t-shirts, your jackets, the typical stuff, but we also have team shirts. We have our real world karting suits, gloves, pro boots, things like that. We have bundles, which you can get all three pieces at a better price, obviously, and then you can buy the individual things. Our stuff is CIK certified, FIA level 2, 2013. So the kart guys can wear the heck out of those suits, and they won't have any problems with the rules. AbruzyUSA.com. Pretty straightforward. Abruzy with an I, USA.com.
Copy that. Well, appreciate everything that you've done for us this year. Once again, congratulations on making the top 8. Go out there tonight, maybe see if you can somehow sneak your way into that 5th position, just for a feel good,
Right on.
end to
Yeah.
end to the season. Best of luck to you tonight, and thanks for supporting Loose Lug Nuts.
You betcha. Thanks, Ronald. Have a good run.
Thank you. All right, and that was Judd Danielson in the number 85 of Bruzy Racewear USA.com Chevrolet Camaro. So let's talk points now, real quick here, Josh. We got Brandon Thornhill sitting in 4th. We got Kyle Chadwick in 5th, and Jeffrey D. Merck in 6th. Now, Merck is in a very similar situation that he was into on Thursday night. He missed it by 2. He won the race, but still missed it by 2 because Kyle Chadwick was able to finish a couple spots forward. So, tough racetrack, tough car tonight. I've been in it. I've driven it. I've gotten what I need to know out of it. It's gonna be pretty interesting. I will say that. Car does not have the grip that you would think that it does, front or rear. Very tight entering, a little bit loose off. So it should actually create some good racing. Uh, what do you think in here? I mean, I know anything can happen, and we just have another driver join the server. So every driver that joins, if a driver has an issue right away or gets into the wall, that could take them potentially out of
Yep.
Contention for the championship.
Yeah, for sure. I got the points pulled up for, everybody out there to take a look at here. I would probably say that mathematically, only one that is safe would probably be Rob Haynes. But then again, I could be wrong. We don't know exactly how this track is going to treat Rob. Jason Lance tied with Justin. Them two are definitely not safe battling one another. Going back down here, 6, you've got Jeffrey Merck ready to come up for an interview. I mean, he's back here in 6th, 8 behind Kyle Chadwick.
All right. So with that being said, let's go ahead and bring him up, and I'm going to let you talk to him about exactly what you're talking about now. Jeff Merck is Ron Klein up in the booth.
Jeff, got
What's
a
up,
copy,
Mr.
buddy?
Ronald? Yeah, I do. What's up?
Well, you're currently back in that 6th place in the point standings, bud. I mean, it's going to be a hard-fought battle to get into that top 4. And, you're not safe by no means where you're at. You're trying to fight your way just outside of, Kyle Chadwick and Brandon. What's your mindset coming into tonight knowing that you have got to do something to get into that top 4?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. I know I pretty much got to win the race, but I had to do that Friday or Thursday too in the trucks, and I did it. Turned about 2 points short, so I'm gonna give it everything I got tonight. This is one of my better tracks, so we'll see what happens. I mean, you never know what can happen. I mean, they can get wrecked out early, you can have a bad night, and I have a good night, and I can be in. You never know.
Well, you're 14 points behind Brandon. So, I know that seems like a lot of points. So, what do you got to do to maximize the most amount of points? And hopefully, for your sake, that Brandon has a bad race.
Yeah, I just got to see what everybody else is doing. I mean, without giving too much away, what my game plan is just do the opposite of what the other guys are doing and hope everything breaks in my favor.
All right, Jeff. Well, hey, it's 95 laps here tonight, buddy. We haven't even got this thing started. Ronald, do you have anything for Jeff D. Mark trying to fight his way into that Final Four?
Opposite of whatever everybody else does. I mean, it worked out for him on Thursday, probably with a technicality, but I think that's his only way to really pull one off here is to kind of go opposite. So I do commend you for having that open mind, Mr. Merck, and good luck to you tonight. You know, I'll talk to you here in a little bit, but you know, with trying to not be teammates right now. Anybody that you'd like to thank, because this might be the last time that I get to interview you. So any shout outs over the year or anything like that that you might want to give out, this might be the last opportunity. Open mic, it's yours.
Yeah, 10-4. Yeah, I'd like to thank all my teammates over there at the Top Motorsports. We're like a big group of friends over there to get together and race, and we're real competitive with each other, but we help each other as much as we can too. Big boss man John Hendrick for doing all the paints and keeping the league going. You, Ronald, for sure. I don't think none of this would be happening without you. Um, Josh over at MaxSpeedTV for doing the broadcast for us. Scoops Old Fashioned Ice Cream for being a sponsor. Support our troops, racegear.com, Bruzy Racewear. All of our sponsors, everybody that comes out and races every week, and hopefully we put on a good show for them.
All righty, we'll go give him heck tonight. And that was the number 6 of Jeffrey Merck. Going to be driving the Support the Troops number 60 Chevrolet Camaro. Gonna drop him back down into his. We're gonna move right on into our next guest. Next guest that we've got is Brandon Thornhill. You got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing very well. So you can let the fans know. Last night I saw on Facebook you canceled the race, or I should say postponed a race. Talk to us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I very, very rarely ever get sick, but for some reason, yesterday when I was at work, right around 10 a.m. or so, something hit me, and it just progressively got worse and worse until around lunchtime. I finally just went home, and I pretty much went to bed around 1 o'clock. I didn't wake up till 10 o'clock this morning, but I feel good now.
All right. Well, Josh and I are going to tag team you here. You are currently sitting in the 4th position in points. You have a 6-point lead over Kyle Chadwick. Looks like about 14 points over Brandon Thornhill. But the flip side, you just have 6 points in front of you with Jason Lance and Justin Michael. So what can we expect from Brandon Thornhill tonight? Are you going to be on the attack, or are you just going to be trying to play it safe? Because after Thursday, seemed like you had a pretty good run. Different car, different feel, but are you going to go out and attack and try to, make sure that you control your destiny and get in, or are you just going to try to kind of play the numbers game tonight?
I'm probably gonna put Justin Michael in the wall just to go ahead and ruin him and get him out of it. So I'm just kidding. No, I'll probably just kind of run like I've done all season, just kind of go in and just let the race come to me, and kind of work on strategy as we go on and see how everything plays out. I know this car is a whole lot tighter than what the trucks were Thursday night, so try to figure out the best way to not use up that right front as fast as everybody else, and just because I got a feeling it's going to be a long run race again tonight. So that's really, I think, what's going to be that whoever can save their tires and just race smart is going to come out on top.
Copy that. Everybody that I'm interviewing tonight, this might be the last time. I don't know. I mean, you are in, but I don't know if you're going to be in for the championship for the last pre-race show. So I'm going to give you an opportunity as a possibility. Hopefully not, but possibility this might be the last time I get to talk to you during a pre-race show, to give any thanks, shout outs, whatever. The microphone's yours.
Just thanks to everybody. I mean, you and Herc and John Hedrick and everybody that helps put this deal on, man. It's not easy. I know I help y'all out a lot and stuff, and it's almost a second job, and so I'm very, very appreciative. I've learned a lot from you and everybody else as well, coming from never running asphalt to this being my second or third full winter series with you guys. So I mean, I'm really happy with everything. I just want to thank you guys mostly. So
Well, we do appreciate that. And again, best of luck to you tonight. Hopefully, you will make it into that championship four. Be awfully awesome to have one of our admins up there racing for a championship. So go out there and give them hell tonight.
oh yeah, will do. I appreciate it, man.
All right, and that's Brandon Thornhill driving the number 68 tonight. I'm not sure. I was not focused on him. What's he driving tonight?
Brandon Thorne not in his car, so I can't
Okay,
tell.
he usually runs the Ducati 68, but
Yep,
nope.
he
Yep,
is in
it is the
Scotty. Yep.
Ducati and Icon 68, the white and red car. Now, this man here that I'm about to bring up is going to be the final guest. Usually does not care for interviews, but I'm going to drag him up here anyway in hopes that he will talk to us, and that is the number 88 of um,
Al
Mr.
Chadwick.
Chadwick. Yep, Mr. Chadwick. Kyle Chadwick, you had a copy.
I do.
All right, I know you're not big on interviews, but I uh, I had to get you up here because the point situation is so close. Uh, you're just on the outside looking in. You've been doing a phenomenal job all year long, and kind of kind of wondering where you're at tonight. How do you feel about coming in here and your chances of making the final four?
I'm just gonna race the best race I can race, get the best position I can, and hope it lines up at the end of the night.
I think that that's a very smart way to approach the race. I think there'll probably be some guys that are going to be a little more aggressive. I think that's probably very smart on your part. You only need 6 points to make it in. We do have a large enough field where that could happen if any of those get well. Actually, it's even less. It's 12 points, so you could potentially jump multiple positions. Not that it would matter because once you're in the final four, you're in. But uh, being that this might be my last opportunity for a pre-race show to talk to you as a contender, really wanted to give you an opportunity to throw out any shout outs, thanks, anything like that to anybody out there that might be watching.
I just want to thank John and all the admins for giving us a place to race each week.
Oh, we do appreciate that. And man, a few words, but I appreciate your time for coming up here and talking to us and want to wish you the best of luck. Go out there and give them heck and get yourself up in that championship four and go for a championship.
Thank you.
All right, that was the number 88 of Kyle Chadwick. He will be driving. I messed up and I didn't focus on him either, but he'll be driving there you go, the number 88 Exalta. All right, just a couple minutes left here before we get to getting here. Final thoughts from you, sir.
Well, the point standings, Ronald. I mean, they're close. Danielson not out of the question, but mathematically looking at it, he's going to have the best race he can, and he's going to have to, hope everybody ahead of him in the point standings have a bad race to get in. So really, you're looking at from Rob Haynes up in first to Jason Lamb, Justin Michael, Brandon Thorne, Kyle Chadwick, and Jeff D. Merck. Those are the drivers that probably are going to be fighting the hardest out here. But then again, Ronald, got these drivers that also are playing upset, that are not in the round of 8. So one of those drivers pulls out a victory, it is sure definitely going to play an upset factor into that round of 4 coming up next week at Michigan.
Copy that. And what are your thoughts? You think that you're going to see a change in the top 4 after tonight, or do you think the top 4 is what we're going to be going forward with?
Well, I'm looking at the points, I do see Rob up there, and I'm not just picking on him because I know him. I'm picking on him because he is up in that top spot. I think he is going to stay where he's at. I really got a teammate of Justin Michael sitting in third, Jason Lance in second. But Brandon Thornhill, and I know Brandon, he is a fast driver. He is quick. He knows what he needs to do to stay where he's at. Uh, there's a big possibility as far as making the say if we're going to have a change. Ronald, I do not know.
Yeah, it's all. I think it's hard to speculate. I think a lot of it's going to come down to the drivers and what each one of that, what each driver does. They kind of, in reality, they kind of control their own destiny. If Brandon Thornhill just runs the race that he needs to run, he kind of writes his own ending. So I think everything kind of hinges on what Brandon Thornhill does tonight. I don't if he does what he needs to do, I don't think anything else matters. So that's my final thoughts and opinions. It's been a great Saturday evening here. I'm gonna hop out, go run down the car. Like I said, I did my laps earlier, so I'm set. But I'm gonna get ready to go do this race and wish you the best broadcast that you can have tonight. And thanks for allowing me to do the pre-race show with you.
Not a problem. Not a problem, Ronald, man. You guys are going to get qualifying here. Good luck down there on the track here tonight. You're playing upset here as well, buddy. So good luck.
Appreciate it. Have a good night.
You too. Alrighty, folks. Well, appreciate everybody tuning in here this evening. It looks like Eminem Racing, Brian Odell, Justin Michael, Brendan Kennedy, Jake out there in chat. We got 2020 out there as well. Marcus Regal joining us, and John Hendricks out there as well, the owner of Loose Lug Nuts. John, glad to have you in chat. Take a look at the pre-race analytics here real quick. 81-degree air temp, 84-degree track temp, 95 laps here tonight, 142.5 miles. And I'll put that tire window at about 30 to 40. I think fuel's going to be about 27 to 34 laps here tonight. I could be wrong on that. It is 70% fuel. At road speed, 50 miles per hour, and a pace speed of 65 here this evening at Homestead. Because pre-race and for around number 16, Chase Race, and number 4. One more race to go. After tonight, we will be down to the top 4 drivers. Going to battle it out for that championship here at Loose Lug Nuts. Sponsored by Scoops Ice Cream, Old Scoops Ice Cream, a shop here. Sorry, my voice is shot. But glad to have you all out there. We are going to step away here real quick, play the national anthem. Qualifying will be underway, folks, when we come back.
Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave o'er the land under the frame, you're the home of the brave.
Alrighty, folks, back live here. Qualifying is almost over. It is open qualifying here at Loose Lug Nuts. And, of course, everybody out there on the track at one time. But, man, I want to tell you, we're going to have to watch this man right here in the number 83, Randy Arms, pulling out the first two wins here in the chase. Then Rob Haynes grabbing the win last week in round 3 at Atlanta. So Randy Arms not in the chase, but he could definitely have a big playoff implications for some of these drivers if he was to manage to pull off yet another win here tonight. But, you know, anything is possible in 95 laps. Now Mitchell Reeves going to go up to that top spot. Another one of those non-playoff drivers also looking to play upset. So going to have to definitely watch and see. But it looks like qualifying is going to be coming to an end here. So once iRacing does its countdown, we'll get them on the grid. Well, Justin Michael going to move up into 5th with his final lap there. All right, it is grid time here. MaxSpeedTV starting grid here tonight. Mitchell Reeves going to edge out Randy Arms. Mitchell with a 32.366. Congratulations to Mitchell Reeves. Randy Arms going to be on the outside of him in 2nd. Mark Jackson 3rd. Rob Haynes 4th. Justin Michael 5th. Dylan Gonis in 6th. Trent Drum 7th. Kyle Chadwick 8th. Ronald Klein 9th. And Brandon Thornhill in 10th. Dak McSwain in 11th. Jeffrey Merck 12th. Jason Lance 13th. Judd Danielson 14th, Timothy Smith 15th, Greg Mall 16th, Robert Mattis 17th, and Jeremy Crandall is going to round out the field here tonight in that 18th spot. Uh-oh. I don't know if it's iRacing or if it's my internet. Uh-oh. Something's going on. Well, it doesn't look like it's my internet. I'm not sure. This is weird. Oh, give me a few minutes to see what in the world's going on. Hang on, folks. I'll be right back. Alrighty, folks, back live here. I don't know what happened there, but it kicked me out of the race, and I'm under the watch tab, so I have no idea what happened. But we do see Mitchell Reeves up front. He has led 3 laps here. The close battle back here with Randy Arms. Oh, 3 wide, almost on the front stretch. Zach McSwain, Jeffrey Mert. Trying to figure out exactly. All right, well, it's only going to register the 4 laps here. Mitchell Reeves still up front. Everybody now pretty much single file. Get back here to the 68 of Brandon Thornhill. Behind the 904 of Dylan Gonis. Judd Danielson in some company here. We're going to go, nope, we're not going to go 3 wide back here on the back stretch. Mark Jackson in that number 3 on the outside of Judd Danielson. Greg Mall in the 906. Oh, Kyle Chadwick already coming down pit road. Uh-oh. All right. Battle up here. Trent Drum in the 12 to the inside of Randy Arms. Falling back to 4th after starting on the outside in 2nd. Looks like we got a car to grass. Timothy Smith in that 95, a no lift Camaro. No caution. Kyle, I got kicked out too, buddy. Well, we see Rob Haynes in 4th, still right where he started. He's got Jeffrey D. Mert to his inside. Here comes the 091 of Zach McSwain. Oh, Timothy Smith also got kicked out. Wow. Oh, Ronald Klein, 3 laps down. Did he get kicked out too? Well, Trent Drum now to the inside again to the 199 of Rob Haynes. Can he complete the pass? Yep, he is going to complete it on Rob. Jeremy Crandall now inside the 904 of Dylan Gonis. Or Gones. Gonis? I don't know how to pronounce his last name. We'll just call him Dylan. 86 of Jason Lance in that 2nd spot in the points. Right now in the top 4 coming into tonight. Can he hold it? Greg Mall going to fall back a spot as the 86 gets around. Still side by side with Jeremy Crandall and Dylan. As the 906 of Greg Mall gets around the 86 Icy of Jason Lance. 73 of Jeremy Crandall still fighting hard on that inside line. Door to door. Oh, the 904. 73 almost got into him. Side by side, out of turn number 2, onto the backstretch. Oh, we see the 68 of Thornhill go past the 199 of Haynes. Mitchell Reeves, though, 1.9 seconds ahead of Justin Michael as Justin fights to the inside of Randy Arms. You see Jeff Demark, we're going to go 3 wide here on the front stretch. Justin Michael onto the inside. Jeff Demark splitting the middle. Now, he, in that 60, is going to go to the inside of a Randy. Randy all the way up against that wall. More they race, the further Reeves is going to get out. Now, 2.1 seconds ahead of Jeffrey Merck. Oh, driver into the wall. That is going to be the 83 of Randy Arms. It looks like people already coming out pit road. It looks like Mattis in the 14. Oh, no, into the pit wall. Not what you want to see. Looks like Robert Mattis now taking his car behind the wall. Done for the evening. Jeremy Crandall to the inside of, who is that? The 906 of Greg Mall. Greg Maul going to get around Jeremy. Here comes the 86 Aussie machine again. Back to the inside of the 904 of Dillon. Jeffrey Merck has cut into the lead of Mitchell Reeves. About 1.5 seconds now back after coming from 12th. Zach McSwain currently running in 3rd. He's going to have Trent Drum, though, here to his inside. Mark Jackson going to go into 15th. After starting 3rd, he is 4 laps down. Looks like he was another driver that might have got kicked out at the beginning. As Jeremy Crandall falls back behind Dillon. Dillon gonna make the pass on him. Greg Maul to the inside of Randy Arms. Randy falling back to 8th. Now Jeffrey Mark at about 0.8 of a second behind Mitchell Reeves. Watch Zach here. He is Meyer behind Jeffrey, and then Trent Drum behind him in the Dollar General number 12. Do apologize. Oh, something's going on with the 83 of Arms, or is he coming down pit road? Looks like Randy coming down pit road here. Oh, it looks like maybe some green flag pit stops maybe starting to happen. 27 to 34 laps on the fuel, what I have. And got it pretty close, it looks like. Randy already down pit road, though. He's in his pit stall there. 14.4 second pit stop lap for Randy Arms. As the icy machine of Jason Lance gets around Justin Michael, this is a battle in that top four. Jason Lance in second, Justin Michael in third. Right now, Brandon Thornhill in fifth right now. He is fourth in the point standings. Jason and Justin are tied, though, coming into tonight at 2,199 total points. Both of them 9 points behind Rob Haynes. And Brandon Thornhill 6 points back behind Justin and Jason. Watching Brandon Thornhill very, very close to Jeffrey D. Mert. Take a look here on that. We'll go to a right front here and take a look at it as Brandon gets a good run. Oh, that was close. Looking back to Jeffrey D. Mert. Looks like Mert coming down pit road. Zach McSwain, Trent Drum. They have caught the leader of Mitchell Reeves. Now the question remains, who else is going to come down? Looks like Jeremy Crandall on pit road. Everybody else, though, pretty much still out. Battle for the lead, Zach McSwain to the inside of Mitchell. As they go door to door, Zach McSwain gonna get that run on that inside. He will lead his first lap of the race here tonight. Now Trent Drum looking to go to the inside of the O2. Brandon Thornhill right here with them. Brandon just looking to get a solid finish to stay in that top four. As Trent Drum now goes and looks to the inside. Oh, Trent getting a little bit loose there. Under green flag conditions, when you pit here at Homestead, you have to use that access road as they come around to that access road into turn 3. You have to use it, get on pit road. If not, you'll get, from what I understand, an unsafe pit entrance. Rob Haynes down pit road. Oh, door to door. Brandon Thornhill, Mitchell Reeves. Brett Drum gonna get around. Judd Danielson on pit road. All right, well, within about 11 laps, we are already going to be at that halfway mark. Boy, these guys running it down here tonight already. It's 9 o'clock Eastern, 8 o'clock Central. Top 8 still have yet to pit. So at about 36 laps, they've killed my pit window here, as we now see Mitchell Reeves coming down pit road, Greg Mall down pit road, Dylan down pit road, but they're on the access road to come down pit road. So they are and will be down pit road here momentarily. There they go. Oh, Dylan having a moment on the pit road. No. All right, Brandon Thornhill, Trent Drum on the access road to come down pit road. That's going to give the lead up to Zach McSwain. Well, Zach up front. So Jason Lance going to be in second. Justin Michael in third. Brandon Thornhill is on pit road, as well as Trent Drum. So top 3 not pitted yet. Well, here comes Zach McSwain, as well as Jason Lance. And it looks like Justin Michael coming down pit road as we speak. So he can get it back around the track. Jeffrey Merck will take over the lead after starting 12th. All right, Jeffrey Merck to the lead. Randy Arms in second. Mitchell Reeves third. Zach McSwain fourth. And Greg Mall going to round out that top 5. The 76, that's going to be Ronald Klein in the 76. All right, about 6 more laps. Halfway. We'll see if we can get the final 4 after tonight. Trying to make that announcement for everybody live here on MaxSpeedTV. Once of course the race is over and we do get the final point count and all that, we'll see if we can look and see who that final 4 will be. So John, I know you're out there in chat. Jeffrey Merck, 3.5 seconds ahead of Randy Arms. Jeffrey Merck doing what he can, trying to get into that top 4. Right now, though, you know, he did pit. He had about a 13-lap stint run here. So he's on a little bit older tires than the rest of the field. Now, Randy Arms at about 18 or so laps. Rob Haynes at about 10 or so laps. Jeremy Crandall at about 13 or so laps. Ronald Klein and Mark Jackson, though, have yet to pit at about 41 or so laps. It looks like now Mark Jackson is coming down on to the access road to come down pit road, as well as Ronald Klein. So they are going to be down on a pit road here momentarily. No, there is no stages 2020. Loose Lug Nuts does not do stages. So it is straight racing from green flag to checkered, basically. Unless, of course, you have some cautions. But no, they do straight racing. Looks like we are going to see Dylan. Oh, Dylan, what's going on with that 904? He is in the grass on the backstretch. Oh, he has some damage, it looks like. I'm not sure what's going on with him. He is losing speed. His engine might have let go, and he's just trying to not bring out a caution. Oh, yeah, he does have some damage. Let's go back and take a look at what happened to Dylan here real quick. Still under green. And there is the caution. So I believe that is going to be on Dylan here. So let's see what happened to Dylan. He does have some damage at the halfway mark here tonight. Oh, his engine did let go coming across the line. And he tried to get it off the track. Did not want to bring out a caution. So, yeah, his engine did pop, unfortunately. So that is, unfortunately, where that caution is going to come out here tonight. Oh, man, tough break for Dylan. Well, now this is definitely going to change things up halfway through the race here. As we see the leaders come down pit road, Judd Danielson get the wave around. Like he is going to be now back on that lead lap, I do believe so. So Judd getting his lap back. He's got a lot of work to do, but I think with people being kicked off and kicked out, it really messed some drivers up here tonight. So that'll be coming around. I don't know if Judd will pit or not, but, well, that remains to be seen. He's only been out there 14 laps, but everybody behind him is going to have those fresher tires as Jeffrey Merck comes off of pit road. Mitchell Reeves as well in second. Rob Haynes third and Zach McSwain in fourth. Let's see here if we can get a word in with Mitchell. Mitchell Reeves, buddy, got a copy?
Yeah, I got you, man.
Well, Mitchell, my voice is shot. I'm not doing much screaming here tonight. Had some technical difficulties at the start of the race. Several drivers got kicked out, and the broadcaster got kicked out of the race here tonight. So, unfortunately, no boogity here tonight. But, hey, awesome racing by you guys. I mean, this caution came halfway here tonight. So, man, you've been up front most of the race. You're not in the chase, but you're kind of one of those drivers playing upset here, you know, trying to take away some from some of those that's trying to get in and those that are in right now in the top four. Well, how's Homestead feeling? Night race, it has cooled down. Is there grip out there?
There's grip out there, but you know, the big thing is the longer run. You know, I had a pretty decent lead there. I feel like we got some general good speed in the car with newer tires, but those last couple guys, I think like McSwain, Trent Drum, and Thornhill, who's actually in the chase, really ran me down hard there at the end of that run. I was down to actually 48% on the right front, and Justin Michael was telling me he was down into the 20s. So the right front's really going away. It's melting like a fudge popsicle on a sunny day. But we're going to still try to make the best of it, and I feel like now that we're all bunched back up, we're going to have some pretty good racing here. So
a potential blowout on tires here tonight. Do you think it could come down to that?
If we had a full tank of gas, I would believe it. We're running 13.1 gallons, but if it was a full tank and somebody tried to stretch it, I could see a blown tire. But yeah, this is a tough track to pass. There's multiple lanes, yes, but the aero here is just really tough. But when on these newer tires, it gets pretty fun and all that. So it'll be a fun race. Even though we got a smaller field tonight, I think we're going to still try to make the best of it.
All right, Mitchell, good luck down there, buddy. It looks like you got some teammates down there. You're trying to help out. So, good luck. And, man, hopefully we'll see you at the end, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, appreciate you still doing the broadcast, even though you're not feeling the best. That means a lot to all of us. So thank you.
I'm here. It's my job.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Right, well, that is going to put Jeffrey D. Merck, our leader, up front. Looks like we still have some drivers trying to catch back up to the field. Randy Arms, Greg Mall, Ronald Klein, Mark Jackson, as they are on the backstretch here. Lap 51 of 95 here, come to lap 52. Boy, they've really knocked this race out. Jeffrey going to be in control once the pace car leaves the racing surface and onto pit road. Pace car is off, and Jeffrey Merck on the loud pedal. Here we go, lap 52. Well, what do you say, folks? Since we got everybody bunched up here, how about we do a little bit of cranking up here tonight on MaxSpeedTV? Alrighty, folks, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. Hopefully everybody enjoyed the Crank It Up cam there. Getting a little bit spread out here, so it's a lot harder to do a Crank It Up when they're getting some space in between them. And I think iRacing is having problems again. Uh-oh. Well, hopefully we can still catch this race here. And hopefully it doesn't kick anybody else out. Several of us were kicked out at the beginning. Let's hope that doesn't happen here as we wind down, coming to lap 58. Almost 35 laps here, so we're about 38, 39 laps left here tonight. Jeffrey DeMark up front, Mitchell Reeves second. Brandon Thornhill trying to find his way in. Well, trying to keep his way in. He's currently running fourth in the points, third here in the race. Rob Haynes, our leader in the point standings, more than likely mathematically locked in. And Randy Arms playing upset, as well as Justin Michael. Justin Michael, though, in the chase, second in the point standings. Tied with Jason Lance, who is right behind him into that number 86. And Jeremy Crandall, currently running in 8th. Got Trent Drum 9th. Craig Mull in 10th. Back Dirk McSwain 11th. Judd Danielson 1 lap down. He is trying to figure out and find his way into that top 4. But, you know, between Judd Danielson and Brandon Thornhill, 19 points separates them. Well, everybody, bounced in the file. Hey, Michelle, how you doing? Started with 18 drivers. Now we're down to 15. 2 of them, fortunately, got kicked out. Well, there was several of them all together that got kicked out right before it. Chadwick, Timothy, Klein, and Jackson all got kicked out. And then, well, Kyle Chadwick and Timothy Smith just called it a knot. Unfortunately, Kyle, you know, it's going to unfortunately not help his situation any at all in the chase. Man, tough break, Kyle. We hate it. I see you still down there, though, in Team Chevy. I know you're probably upset. You probably don't want to talk about it, but you're more than welcome to come up here. The closest action going on, though, right now is Jeremy Crandall, Trent Drum, and Trent Drum. They've got Judd Danielson with them. Oh, I thought we was going to have a battle for the lead. We may. That's Mitchell Reeves, a 10th of a second, right all over the tail of Jeffrey Mert. Question is, you're gonna have to pit for fuel. Might be able to make it. It's gonna be close. Brandon Thornhill coming up to the back of the 0-2 of Mitchell Reeves. Mitchell all over Jeffrey Mark, though. Jeffrey Mark is going to lead 27 laps. He crossed that lap 66. Take a look at that caution count number here tonight. One caution for 4 laps. 30 laps to go. All we have had is 2 lead changes. Evening. We may see a lot more than that as Jeffrey, Mitchell, Brandon, all right here nose to tail. 1, 2, and 3. Rob Haynes, though, about a second back. He is about nose to tail here with Randy Arms and Justin Michael, a teammate, as the 83 of Randy goes to the inside of Rob. Here comes Justin Michael also looking. Keeping an eye back there. Whoa, we got Brandon Thornhill diving it low to the inside of the 02 of Mitchell Reeves. Brandon trying to take over second. Now Mitchell Reeves gonna fight back, fight to the inside. 3, no 3 wide, but that is gonna put Mitchell Reeves back up front. Brandon Thornhill now second. Mitchell Reeves for Over the Top Motorsports. Brandon Thornhill, Misfit Motorsports. Jeffrey D. Martin on pit road. Or he's coming down pit road now. So they probably can't make it on fuel. Jeffrey Mark sliding into his pit stall. Right side's going on. Left side's going on. Is off and away. Randy Arms, Justin Michael. Rob Haynes. All down pit road. Want T5 more laps here this evening. Brent Drum down pit road. Mitchell Reeves still out. Brandon Thornhill, Jason Lance coming down pit road. Brent Drum off and away. Doesn't look like anybody has. Oh, Zach McSwain, Judd Danielson. Okay. Oh, Zach McSwain. 1 laps. Last pit stop was a 7.9. Brandon Thornhill, Jason Lance. Looks like they're going to take a full tank of gas and 4 tires. Mitchell Reeves giving up the lead to come down pit road. Jeremy Crandall going to be out front to put Greg Mall in second. And if Zach McSwain can get around and pass Mitchell Reeves, he'll go into third, and he will do it. Oh, Mitchell on pit road. Top 3, not pitted. Well, it's Judd Danielson. Judd, though. Boy, it's going to be close. Rob Haynes a lap down. He has already made his pit stop here. As well as Randy Arms, Brandon Thornhill, Brent Grum, Jason Lance. Now Rob Haynes gonna get his lap back. He gets around the 73 of Jeremy Crandall. Randy Arms would be right now the first driver 1 lap down. Top 4 still out here as we make our way with 20 left to go here tonight. 83. That is Randy Arms. He is going to get his lap back. Getting around Jeremy Crandall. Brandon Thornhill looking to get it back the old-fashioned way. $19 to go. Boy, I think it's going to be close on fuel. We heard it from Mitchell Reeves, 13.1 gallons. It's only 70%. With now coming to 17 to go, Brandon Thornhill going to get his lap back the old-fashioned way, getting around the leader. Now Trent Drum also coming up on Jeremy Crandall, as well as Jason Lance. They are looking to get their laps back. It looks like the 73. Oh, the 73, Jeremy Crandall. Now the 86. Jason now to the inside, gonna get his lap back. The 12 of Drum back on the lead lap. Well, that could have went. Greg Mull second, 4 seconds back. Zach McSwain 4 seconds back from Greg. Justin Michael 15.8 seconds behind Zach McSwain. Justin Michael, though, he is on those fresher Mr. Feelgoods. I think right now the top 3 banking on a caution here. They come to lap number 30, and we go to 16 to go. 15 as it updates. This time by Randy Arms has got, let's see here, trying to get around, I believe that is Ronald Klein. Yeah, Ronald Klein. Greg Mull has cut into that lead of Jeremy Crandall, 2.4 seconds now 2 seconds behind. It looks like, wow, 32 lap stint run here with 13 to go. I don't know if they can make it on fuel. Danielson on pit road. Flash of gas, and he is off and away. 5.1 seconds. Well to go. Evan, updated there. Will be coming to 10 this time by. Greg Mull now 0.8 of a second behind Jeremy Crandall. Boy, has Greg been saving his tires? Tenths of a second. Now 0.3. Boy, that 906 of Greg Mull all over the back of the 73, but they've been out here 36 laps. Run of Klein Mark Jackson's been out here about 42. So we know you can go higher in fuel than 34. Watching Greg Mull here. Now Mitchell Reeves trying to fight to the inside of the 87 of Justin Michael. This is for fourth. This is for position. Reeves gonna go into fourth. Still side by side, has not completed it yet. Justin fighting to the outside. Randy Arms. Passed by Brandon Thornhill. Brandon gonna go into eighth. Battle for the lead. Greg Mull gonna take over the lead here tonight. Greg Mull down there, Bandit Motorsports. He's down there with Justin Michael and Rob Haynes. Jeremy Crandall falling back 0.5 of a second. Justin Michael still fighting with Mitchell Reeves. I think right now Zach. Oh, Zach coming down pit road. Zach having to come down. Oh, no. That's going to give a third up to Justin Michael with Mitchell Reeves right there with him. This is definitely going to change things up. The top two, 40 laps here. It looks like Jeremy Crandall can't go another lap. Gonna have to come down pit road. No cockpit here with Greg Mull. He might have to come down pit road. He is saving fuel. He is shutting that thing off, letting it coast. Greg Mull is trying to save as much fuel as he can to make it to the end. Turn this volume up for everybody to hear. Listen to this as it goes into 3. Wow! Coming to 2 to go this time by for Greg Mall. Mitchell Reeves in second. Justin in third. Is there enough laps for Mitchell to catch up to Greg Mall, shutting it down to save fuel? Oh, man. Coming to the white flag. 1 to go this time by. Cutting it down again. Gonna coast it into 3. Mark Jackson right behind him. Greg Mall, though, coming out of 4. He is gonna win it here tonight for Chase Racing number 4 at Homestead. Mitchell Reeves going to finish in second. And Justin Michael going to round out the top 3. Man, what a run there by Greg Mall. Saving fuel. Wow. Alrighty, folks, give me just a few minutes to get the top 3 up here. The MaxSpeedTV post-race show coming up right after this. Alrighty, folks. Well, back live here on MaxSpeedTV. I've caught up with all 3 of the top 3 here tonight. Of course, we're going to start here with our third place finisher, Justin Michael, in the 87 tonight. Not looking like a modified, as he has in the past races, and managed to finish too, Justin. Well, tonight, you have a pretty good, clean car out there here this evening. Looks like you had one incident there, so to kind of talk about that little incident you had. And, man, you said it. You hated this track, and we want to know why.
I don't know. I've hated this track ever since they put banking on it. And I hate flat tracks, but when it was flat in the other sims, I was really dominant here. But I don't know, just something about it, something the way the turns are. I don't know. I can't stand it. We ran second, we ran second Thursday and third tonight. So that means I guess we'll finish 4th in the Cup race. So
just trying to go with the tradition there.
I mean, either that or a win. I mean, you got to do one or the other.
Yeah. Well, first or 4th, right?
Yeah, I'm good with either because it locks me in. So
Thought you in. Well, yeah, let's talk about that here real quick because you came in two tonight, tied with Jason Lance, for second, really. Yeah, now you both of y'all in the top four, coming in two tonight. You finishing in third ahead of Jason. This is going to be a good points for you for sure. Probably going to mathematically lock you in going into next week at Michigan. So how does that feel?
oh, it feels really good. I mean, we're locked in for two series now, and I pretty much have to start the Cup race, and I think I'll be good. Well, it depends. I guess we're one race behind on that, so I guess it depends on how I do in Atlanta
Oh,
after
okay.
that.
Okay.
But I am very confident about getting into the Final Four on that one. So unless something catastrophic happens, we should be good.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I don't know the final statistics just yet, so I don't know exactly where the top four lies right now. Still waiting to hear and the updated points and all that. But Justin, hey, awesome job here at Homestead for a track that you say you pretty much despise. Man, congratulations, bud. Not only for the finish here, but hopefully getting into that top four to battle it out there with a teammate. None of that. It looks like Rob Haynes probably is going to get in as well mathematically. Of course, like I said, I don't know. So, but thought shout out you want to give, buddy, for this finish here this evening.
Yeah, everybody out there watching, hopefully we put on a good race for everybody. And tell you what, congrats to Greg. He's 100% win percentage now in this league, and so we tried to get him in Thursday in Michigan, or Homestead, but kind of didn't work out. He kind of joined too late, but so glad to bring him in here, and hopefully he does really well coming in the next season.
All right, buddy. Well, hey, man, we're going to let you get back to it. We'll see you at Michigan, buddy, next week for the series and season finale here on MaxSpeedTV.
Thanks, Josh.
Bud. All right, well, that is going to bring us to our second place finisher here tonight. Mitchell Reeves was gunning down that 906 of Greg Mull, but I mean, I don't know what happened there, Mitchell. Man, talk about your run here tonight, and managing to keep that O2 race gear unscathed here this evening. It looks like you're going to finish here with 0 incidents, according to my stats. So, man, talk about Homestead, the Final Four, you playing upset here, and, man, we want to hear it, bud.
Yeah, man, it was another good race. I wish I wish real life was different where we didn't have to drop out of the Saturday series and stuff like that. But
man.
we've been streaking lately, and it's been a good feeling. I wish we would have had this kind of deal, a little bit earlier in the year. But hey, I think it's like our third or fourth week in a row to talk to you, so pretty cool on that part. But yeah, man, had a good car. When we talked to you earlier in the race, we were really worried about that right front, and when we had that caution, it kind of worked out where we could half and half, and that's really right before I started falling off. But man, I'm gonna tell you what, never met him, never talked to him in my life. I think this might have been his first race ever here. Greg Mull, tip of the cap to him, man. That's awesome to come in here. That is the true upset right there. I'm fortunate enough to normally run up in top 5, and Justin wins just about everything he enters too. But to come in here and nobody know you, and you make your name like that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, talk about the saving fuel too, and then saving tires on top of it. Some people short pitted, some people didn't even take, a fuel or, maybe a little bit of fuel, some tires, different strategies play out here tonight. So, talk about your strategy here since this race is over. What was your strategy? Had that one caution, that was it.
Yeah, we definitely just stuck with the norm. We took 4. I think Justin Michael might have taken 2 tires there. But we found something there out of turn 2 where we just had a lot of speed because I was really trying to help Merck out. I wanted to try to keep him in front of me, and but it was going to be almost impossible with Brandon Thornhill. Because Brandon Thornhill was having a great race, and there had to be a 14-point difference, and with the little bit lower car count, that was just about impossible. But we really started getting it together there. Especially later on, I think if Greg wouldn't have saved the gas, probably would have won the race, finishing second, But, still, it was still a fun race, and for a track I rarely run at, I'm really, really happy with the results.
Well, man, awesome job here for sure at Homestead, buddy. We're going to see you next week at Michigan. regardless if you're in the chase or not, man. You could play an upset for sure. Talk about Michigan. You know, that track is fast, it's wide, drafting, tires, fuel. You have it all at Michigan.
Oh yeah, and the other thing is too, it's the last race of the winter series for us, and when you race with these guys since shoot, almost feels like 8 years ago, but for 6 months every Saturday, just about, you want to go out on top, just like in real life, even though if you're not in the chase, Kyle Larson's always going to try to be winning that last race of the year, like he always does. And it's a fun track. I've always struggled, conserving the right rear tire because of how much speed we do have on exit, and it ends up getting loose. But with this newer tire model and new cars and newer track, actually, it'll be interesting. I haven't ran that combination yet, so we got a little bit of testing, a little bit of learning, but we're gonna be there and we're gonna try to run up front like always.
All right, Mitchell. Well, congratulations on a solid second here tonight, buddy. Thought shout out you want to get before you go celebrate this finish.
Yeah, man. RaceGear.com. They've been on the car all year on all 3 series. Hopefully, we'll get to do that again next year. If not, I know John Hedrick with Over the Top Paints and Designs is gonna bring in another awesome paint scheme. Whatever's on it, I'll drive it. Always have for like the last 5 years. Over the Top Motorsports. Huge shout out to those guys. Ronald Klein starting on Thursday night in the trucks really helped me kind of understand where this line needs to be, and I've really kind of got to give him a whole bunch of this credit for where I finished at. And you up in the booth, man. I know you're not feeling the greatest, and I know you're this is your job. But hey, man, that's a lot of respect not to bow out on us for this. But and last and certainly not least, my girlfriend for dealing with this racing addiction, and we got another month till drag racing starts. So I love her to death like always.
So you do virtual racing, you are not racing, sim racing, and then you do drag in real life.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's good luck in that, buddy. Be safe, because I know that is a dangerous sport. Here on iRacing you can't get hurt, but drag racing, I'm sure you've seen your fair share of wrecks.
Oh yeah, we have, but that's one thing that I've always it just blows your mind. And I know I'm kind of overstretching this interview, but perfect example with the Ryan Newman deal. It was just amazing to see racing community from every which ways. Doesn't matter what you had. If you were in racing, it was just the whole community come together. It just gives you reassurance. This is the best sport out there is racing, and I recommend anybody watching to get into it, because you can't go wrong, and it's hard to find bad people in this stuff.
You want to build me a $1.5 million drag car? I'll jump in there, I guess. But other than that, I'm gonna stay right here.
I gotta rob a couple 7-Elevens to get there, but we'll try.
All right, Mitchell, go celebrate second here tonight. We'll see you next week at Michigan, bud.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
Well, I don't know him, and he doesn't know me, but we're gonna get to know each other tonight. Our winner, Greg Mall, here this evening. Stretching it out, saving fuel, shutting it off, clutching it, doing what he can. Greg, what a run out here tonight. This is the first time, I believe, might be the second time I've seen you, but I'm going to say first time here. And I got to tell you, your statement here tonight at Homestead, this has got to feel good. Coming in and just blowing everybody out. And playing upset in the field and stretching it out to freaking 44 laps here tonight on that fuel, man. Talk about it.
Yeah, it was a heck of a second half of the race there, Josh. But yeah, right when that caution came out, and I was thinking to myself, when it's, you got 47 laps to go and the caution comes out, and you're thinking to yourself during practice, it's like, well, we think we can run, maybe high 30s, but to think that coming with 42 laps to go on the restart, that you may just by luck stretch it far enough to go the entire distance without skipping on engine beat or anything like that, and coast to the checkered flag. But somehow we managed to make it happen tonight, so it's a pretty awesome feeling for sure.
Well, you had a pit stop here. I've noticed your last pit stop was 6.8 seconds. So can you tell me and the fans out there that are still watching what that pit stop was about? Did you take any tires, or what did you do?
Well, we did come in the very first time the pit road did open up, so that we could get some new tires put on it and fill it up at that point. But when we were coming to, I guess that was 1 to go at that point, I think me and maybe a couple of other guys ended up coming down to top off at that point. So no extra tires being taken on that last stop, but we wanted to pack enough fuel in it to where we could run with everything that we could at that point. So.
Well, we went cockpit with you, like I was talking to you earlier about. Was you totally shutting the car off, or was you just clutching it? Because we could hear it just stop.
Yeah, I was. I didn't shut the engine completely off, but I did kick in the clutch pretty much for every lap from that point on. So, I was just a little bit kind of worried if I was going to shut the engine off, if it wasn't going to fire back up. But with kicking the clutch in for that many laps, it was enough to make it happen. So.
Well, how much fuel did you have left?
I think when we were just coming to the line there, I think I had maybe just over a quart left in that tank. So it was, I didn't see the fuel pressure gauge skip any beats, but it wasn't probably going to be much beyond that before it was going to start doing it. So.
Well, awesome job here tonight for round 4 of the chase. Like I said, I don't know. I haven't seen you very often, so I don't really know you like I know all these other drivers in here. But, we got Michigan next week. You came into tonight with this win. Are we going to see you at Michigan for the final race of the series? And if so, what can we expect going into that race with knowing what you can do here at Homestead?
Well, we're certainly going to try and carry forward with as much experience coming out of this race as we can, obviously. But with Michigan being a ton of on throttle time on the straightaways, especially, it's probably not going to be quite as easy trying to save gas on that track. But
yeah.
Michigan's a game where you can always save a little bit of gas and save a little bit of right front and right rear tire too in that regard. So. While saving fuel may not be the initial objective going into that race, tire management is definitely no laughable subject coming into that racetrack. So it's going to be interesting. It's not my favorite track to go to, but if we can carry some halfway decent speed, especially over a long run, I think we may have a good chance of doing pretty similar as we did tonight. So looking forward to it.
All righty, buddy. Well, congratulations on the victory here tonight, buddy. Thoughts, shout-outs you want to give before you go celebrate with your team?
Sure. Yeah, I gotta thank Justin Michael for the mention coming into this league. He definitely wanted to at least give me a shot, at least to make at least a couple races before the season ended up getting wrapped up for these guys. So I gotta send him thanks on that, and of course, gotta thank all the friends and family back home that are watching and all their support. This is definitely a lot of fun to do, and I hope it's as much fun to watch during the live stream. And of course, got to thank you guys too for putting on a great broadcast. This is going to be fun to watch.
Well, not a big turnout here tonight, and then people having issues at the beginning of the race. There was some drivers that got kicked out. Even I got kicked out, and I'm under the watch tab, so I got kicked out of it. So unfortunately, the way I usually do the start of the race didn't happen here tonight, but it was awesome racing by everybody out there nonetheless. So Greg, go celebrate it, man. I appreciate it. You'll go get your team, go have a couple of adult beverages, and get ready for Michigan, man.
Yes, sir. Thanks, Josh. Appreciate it.
Bud. All right. Well, let me see here. Okay, I do have the stats here of the top 4 that are in the chase for the round of 4. I got them right here. It's going to be Rob Haynes, Justin Michael, Jason Lance, and Brandon Thornhill. Jeff Demark just barely missing it. Kyle Chadwick in 6th. Judd Danielson 7th. Brandon Murray 8th. Trent Drum 9th. And Mark Jackson 10th. But the top 4 for the round of 4 at Michigan next week: Rob Haynes, Justin Michael, Jason Lance, and Brandon Thornhill. Congratulations to the top 4 for the Final Four next week at Michigan. So let's get down here to the unofficial results. Pending any admin stuff they got to do. Greg Mall coming in tonight. Going to take that checkered flag. Congratulations to Greg for getting the win. Mitchell Reeves going to finish second. Justin Michael third. Brandon Thornhill fourth. Jason Lance fifth. Trent Drum sixth. Jeffrey Merck seventh. Rob Haynes in eighth. Randy Arms ninth. And Jeremy Crandall going to round out the top 10. Zach McSwain in 11th. Judd Danielson 12th. Ronald Klein 13th. Mark Jackson 14th. Dylan in 15th. Robert Mattis 16th. Timothy Smith 17th. And Cal Chadwick going to round out the field in 18th. But our winner here, Greg Mole. Congratulations again to Greg. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in here tonight for round number 4 of the chase for the Loose Lug Nuts Ice Cream Scoops Ice Cream Shop Xfinity Series here at Homestead, presented by MaxSpeedTV. Until next time, folks, stay safe and have a good night.